same thing you had.
Yeah.
Oh, you blew it.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Oh, you blew it.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Well,
How do
we're
we
live. We're on the air.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's it?
Welcome to R&R Auto Glass.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? I screwed that up. Are we really on the air?
We're really on the air. Let's try
geez.
again. Here we
Okay.
go.
God almighty.
Should we start now?
Yeah, start now. 3,
Okay,
2,
here
1,
we go.
Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. And now, live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Durables, man, Durables. I was just saying that I need to get better on the drop page because I have my own drop page in front of me right here. The Hal and Shannon Elgato drop page stream deck of 2K23 and 4. And I was saying I need to get better on it. And here I am, and I fired off something before we were ready. God dang it.
Fix this shit, Rich!
That's my fault. I apologize. Well, that's it. We're done. Hell, good morning, everybody. It's People I Want to Punch Wednesday. Hell, punch me for screwing up. I thought I could hit it before. See, I didn't. I was just screwing around, and he's like, "Well, we're on the air now." My bad, man. I thought I could play with it before we actually went on the air.
Yeah, you can't do it before the countdown starts. Before the countdown starts, you can do whatever you want. But once that starts, we're on the air.
Imagine me in the same room with like nuclear warhead buttons.
Yeah,
I don't
good
need to
thing
be
you need
anywhere.
like 2 keys to do that. You know?
You got to get 2 keys, turn it, hit the thing, open a box, 2 more keys.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's People I Want to Punch, presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. It is Wednesday, and we want to know who you want to punch. We want to know what's in your head, man. Jump in here and chat with us. You can tip this show if you want to on Buy Me a Coffee. You can just go to the Super Chat and give us your money. Fund this thing, Rich, in 2K24. It is Taylor and DJ LG emanating from KLG Studios, and I have a few punches today. I'm glad y'all think that's funny that I fucked up the intro. That's unfortunate. But I am going to do, I do want to get better on the drop page. I just got to make sure I don't fire things off before the show starts. Because
maybe I should take away your scene changes there so you don't like switch us into live. Maybe I should just keep it dropped so you don't control the video aspect of things.
Yeah, there's too many buttons on this machine, man. Things that I don't need to be around.
You're now on the iPad version, so you have way more buttons.
Right. So like, what's interview mean?
Go ahead and press it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Play with it. So if we had a guest, that's where they would appear.
Shit. That's how you do that?
Now hit main to go back to the regular camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Main. Okay, what's up? Okay. Taylor Trash.
Well, yeah, that
Okay.
should be self-explanatory.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're learning all this now.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do it before we get on the air. Let's do it now. So how do I stop it?
Is there a fade button? I got to do that. Go back to
Oh,
main.
my bad, dude. Okay, Thunderdome's ass whipped already. So that's the R&R. That's the R&R logo. That's cool. Back to main. Okay, Orlando. That's our boy Orlando Kell. Look, so I can do that myself.
Yeah.
I prefer you to do the things like this, though.
Yeah,
I don't trust me.
That's what I'll take those buttons away from you.
All right. Well, he's the presenter of today's show, so there it is. The Law Office of Orlando Kell. If you want to get a hold of the official lawyer, you may do so by email or calling him. Ooh, what's up? Look at Geechee SA with a $9.99 tip in here. Thank you, Holmes. OrlandoKell at Gmail, OrlandoKellLaw@gmail.com. All right, so go back to main. Texas, is this the ad we did for Texas Cheer or just the logo?
Yo, when I need
cool.
beer,
Look at that. Okay.
I go to Texas Cheer.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
always drink beer. Sometimes.
Okay, but you have to bring you have to fade down the audio.
On the Taylor
Okay.
Trash,
All
because
right, well-
we like to play that out long, so I got
All
to
right,
control
well,
that myself.
Punch me for producing on the air. And I got a few punches I want to get through today. A quick announcement here as we get rolling. We're going to do some double time talk show shit today. So we're going to do a members only show at 11:15. So we're going to do this Mike Taylor Live, free for Thunderdomers. And those of you that have been kind enough to become a member of this thing, for you only, for you paid members, and it's only $6 a month. I shit bricks that are more valuable than $6. For just $6 a month, you could get access to all of the things we do beyond the free stuff. And it's only $6. God, we're never going to retire doing that, but it's a way to do extra stuff and show rewards to people for supporting this show. So at 11:15 today, for those that are happy, if you're watching live or listening live, it's 10:05 in the morning Central Texas time here on Wednesday. Coming up here in a little over an hour at 11:15, we'll take a little break. I'm going to go in there and take a leak, and LG will probably hit the pipe, and then we'll come back at 11:15, and we'll do a members-only edition of this show. So, speaking of the show, since I derailed the beginning of it, why don't we get started? And there's Drew showing here with a $5 donation. What's up, Drew? Want to punch Pop for frustrating Wemby to the point that he checks himself into the game. By D3 ball coach, he won't be your next left tackle or Lieutenant Dan. Okay. Drew wants Pop fired like yesterday. We're not going to fire Pop. It's up to Pop to fix it.
Fix this shit,
Pop, it's up to Pop. Did you see that? You watched the game last night.
I did.
Wemby checked himself into the game.
That.
Fuck
it was
this.
funny.
I'm going in.
It was
Fuck
funny. I actually thought Pop was coaching there for a second, but then I saw afterwards that Wemby did it himself.
You mean Greg Popovich stood there and talked to people and gave direction and gave signals and stuff and then got in people's ass and told them to do stuff?
He actually was coaching. He's been coaching a little bit more the last 3 games, I would say.
Am I muted? I'm not muted, am I?
Did your headphones go out or what?
No? Someone's asking, did Mike just mute himself? No, should be fine, right? We're good. Okay.
Are you muted?
Yeah, we're
Talk
good.
to
No,
me.
we're fine.
I hear you.
Hi.
It looks like, yeah.
How you doing? Okay, cool. No, so last night, Wemby's on a minutes restriction. And it's 24 minutes, I think. And that's it. And that's doctor's orders because he's rolled his ankle a few times, but it's not bad, obviously. He wants to go out there. He wants to win some damn games, man. He's not trying to play 48 minutes, but he wants to play more than 24. But because he rolled his ankle, they have decided to put him on this minutes restriction. And it's not just Pop. It's, with the recommendation of administrators and medical people and trainers and such. But he's pissed. He's tired of getting his ass kicked every night. He's a competitor. I like it. I'm glad. Fuck it. What's the old man going to do? Trade me? Pfft. I like that. Little insubordination last night. And it wasn't over the top. So Wemby, the Spurs are within striking distance at the Grindhouse against Ja and the Grizzlies. And Wemby gets up and just runs into the game. Checks himself in. And Pop immediately takes him out. That's fine. And that's fine. I thought it was great, and I want to see more of it. I'm glad to see that the kid's tired of getting his ass kicked. That preaches well for him. We'll get into the Spurs here in a minute. I want to punch District 10 City Councilman Mark White. Mark White, he just took over for Clayton Perry. What is it with the drunks over in the District 10? No. By all intent and purpose, Mark White has a good record as a councilman. I don't, whatever your politics are, that is the District 10 councilman, Mark White. And Mark is the guy that took the job over from Clayton Perry, who got completely shit-faced obliterated last year, went on a bender, and then didn't he go through a Taco Cabana and flirt with a teenage girl that was serving him up the combo meal or some shit and acting all weird, and the cop, and then he gets into a hit and run scene and then goes to his house, and I can imagine William Clayton Perry pulling up into his front yard, parking in the yard and leaving tire tracks. He's got fence posts hanging off of his hood, and he's just sitting there in his backyard shit faced, and the cop goes up there and hey, you've been sucking down Grandpa's pop there today, and that led to the ouster, albeit a long, arduous, months-long ouster of Clayton Perry as District 10 rep. So the guy that they replace him with is this Mark White. Mark White has not been on the job a year, and the fucker got a DWI the other day. What are we doing? And I say this, at least he's handled it the way you should handle these kinds of things. Clayton Perry, of course, well, I wasn't that drunk. I wasn't overserved. I must have had a medical condition. I didn't hit anybody. No, I want to keep the job. Mark White, to his credit, has been like, yeah, fucked up, drank too much. I'm sorry, my bad. That's it. That's what you do. That's how you do that. Tiger Woods. I like to fuck. Cheated on my old lady. I like to bang chicks. I'm Tiger fucking Woods. I have $1 billion. Everywhere I go, poo nanny falls in my face. It is what it is. It's between my wife and I. It's personal. Fuck off. You have any golf questions? Let me have them. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. That's how you handle this kind of thing. It's not, oh, I've got to go to sex rehab. I don't know. They're lying. They're lying. I don't know how to do Tiger Woods. They're lying. I think I'll go. I need to go to sex rehab. Bitch, you don't need a sex rehab. You got a dick. You don't need a sex rehab. So at least White's come out and been like, yeah, I've screwed up, drank too much and got pulled over. It is what it is, and I'll accept the consequences. Got any questions about the city council? Otherwise, we're done. That's how you handle these kinds of things. Even if it ultimately costs you your job, at least you handle it like a grown-ass man, and repercussions be damned, they are what they are. If I get pulled over in this town and I get a DUI and it somehow gets out, I'm going to come on here and say, yes, I was a dumbass. I drank too much and got in the car and thought I'd make it home, and I was stupid. Now stop talking. That's where you stop. Or, I'm sorry. I screwed up. My bad. I'm sorry. Now stop. Now stop. No, I don't need to go to sex rehab. I'm not an alcoholic. No, I'm not going to get into the how bad my childhood was. Fucked up, drank too much, and drove. Got caught. That's what you should say. Anyhow, but nonetheless, he shouldn't be doing it, so he deserves to get punched. We'll punch a few more before we get done today. Who you punching today? Anybody in particular, and why? Sir Lawrence?
I'm just going to punch you just again for that opening right there.
Okay, well, I deserve it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I deserve it, man. You know?
I should have warned you, but yeah, don't be pushing
Mike
buttons.
Taylor, Jr., second base.
My bad. Yesterday, something came. Oh, yeah, we were talking off the air yesterday. And what was it? I was talking about my early days as a reporter when I was working at Mickey Dallas Radio. And LG did not believe me when I was talking about my days of going out to different games and press conferences and staying up all late, staying up at night and stuff. And were we on the air? This might have been on 3 cents.
If not, members have watched it now.
Yeah. So I used to go get tape. I was good at it. And LG just cannot picture me sitting in front of a computer editing audio.
No. or operating a recorder.
Back in the day, we used to have these things called Marances. They look like little tape recorders.
I'm familiar with them.
Yeah. And they came these little micro mini cassettes. They were basically like an old school cassette tape, but it was a little micro one. And you slid them in the little Marantz thing, and it operated very much like an old school cassette recorder. It was easy to handle. But the digital part was like I had to go get my tape, roll on the tape, then go back to the station, load all of the audio into the system, create a file,
and then import
it, and then edit all of these different sound bites for the next day for the Sports Center anchors to be able to use sound bites during the day. LG cannot picture me accomplishing this.
Not at all, no.
I don't know how to operate anything post 2005. Anything like if it's pre 2005, I'm your man. If you need reel to reel tape spliced together to make commercials, I'm your guy. If you have an old school Marantz laying around, then I need to go get some tape at the Spurs game with, I'm your guy. But anything post 2005, I am a helpless baby. I admit that. I'm a spoiled talk show host. I haven't
very
been
good.
Paid.
You've had other people doing it.
Correct. I was never paid. I have not been paid in 20 years to go get tape. In those days, I was a lowly reporter, getting all of the shitty assignments. Go get Rangers, Mariners. When both teams are 30 games under 500, on July 7th, or go get go to the SMU coaches press conference on a rando Tuesday as they get ready for their big clash with Wyoming. I got all those shit jobs, but I got good at editing tape, and I got good at being a reporter. I like to think of myself as a man of good reporting. That's how I cut my teeth, Holmes. But yeah, you're right. I suck at it now. All right, shout out to the great Frank Harris. My guy, man, one of the official college football players of this show. The Mike Taylor Show's own Frank Harris, the long time UTSA quarterback, who after 7 years in the NCAA announced yesterday on his Twitter account that he has retired from football. Frank, could he go try out for a Canadian League team? Yeah. Could maybe he get a backup gig with the Brahmas? Yeah, maybe. He might be able to make, if he goes to training camp, lets Yuck put his expertise on him, maybe he can turn Frank into a fine backup XFL player or whatever the hell that league's called anymore. Frank's not going to do that. He's old. He's old. What is he, 25? He's old, and he's had 10 surgeries, and he just messed his damn shoulder up that cost him a chance to play in the bowl game, and he's done. He's done. God knows he's going to have residual effects as it is with his health. Why go out and try to play in the CFL or the XFL merge with it, whatever the hell the Brahma? He's going to move on with his life as a civilian, and he's going to get into the job force here in this town, which I have no doubt there will be plenty job offers from people that just want to say they hired Frank Harris. Not that he doesn't have any skills. I'm not even sure what his degree's in, honestly. My point here, so Theo Mike's recommendation to Frank Harris. You're going to have a lot of opportunities here. Because people just want to be affiliated with you. You have the city by the yin yang, and it's a great place to be. Thank you, L. Harley, with a $2 tip. Punch LG for crapping on Napoleon. It's a good film.
Well, depends on what you're looking for.
I love Joaquin Phoenix, and I love timepieces. It turns out it was a romance, though. It's not what LG was thought. He didn't. It's not what he thought he was getting into.
I'd say it's good if you know that it's a romance. I'm punch me.
Okay.
For not doing enough research to know that it was a romance.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll finish the. I'm sorry. I have ADHD. Frank Harris. You're going to have a lot of opportunities come your way. Not just now, but in the rest of your life. You're Frank Harris, former UTSA legend. That's a hell of a thing to have on your ledger. Do what you love, man. Don't chase money. Don't take the highest paid offer unless you're just chasing money, but I don't think Frank is. Do what you love, man. Do what you love. And by the way, I would like to offer an internship to Frank Harris in his post-football career at Love You Hard Television. Just saying. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's just make it clear that it's an unpaid internship.
Yeah, which means it ain't going to happen. Frank Harris, I'm going to reach out and offer him a chance to do an unpaid intern. I think Frank's internship days are over.
We'll pay him in experience.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what Frank wants to do. I mean, he's got so many damn options. Again, I don't even know what his degree's in. I think it's in I want to say it's in sports management. I think Frank wants to go into sports management, not coaching. He may be a good coach, but that's so hard and shitty pay. I think Frank wants to be into sports administration, managing, running ball clubs, stuff like that. I need to reach out to him and congratulate him on his career. Anyhow, so shout out to Frank Harris. I have another punch. I want to punch, and this is hard for me because I love the guy. Punch Glen Rose's own Dan Campbell, the former Fight Nagy turned coach of the year with the Detroit Lions, for getting way too cute the other night against the Cowboys and costing himself a win, or certainly costing himself a chance to win. There is a line between having big old balls.
I want me some glory hole.
There's a fine line between going for the glory hole and being a dumbass. And what Dan did the other night was dumbassery. I'm not calling him a dumbass. What he did the other night was dumbass. And he should, at some point, on the third try, now you're just being a stubborn redneck. The football gods were telling Dan, hey, man, go ahead and kick the extra point. Let's take this thing into OT and take our chances there. They had momentum. Why not take your chances? I love the balls. Shout out to D'Angelo with a $4.99 offering today. Happy New Year, boys. Have y'all heard the LaMarcus Aldridge interview talking about Kawhi? I have not, but I have a note to go and watch it. I just didn't want to put it on today because I need to watch it first. I'm making myself a note to go watch it. Kawhi Leonard. Thanks, D'Angelo. No, there's a fine line between being a badass Dolphin and being a dumbass. I love Dan Campbell. I love going for the victory. God knows the Cowboys could have used some shit like that during the days of Yuck Yuck or Opie Garrett. We play football. I'm playing football like a robot. Or I'm scared. I could use some Danny Campbell on the sideline. But that was you spit in the face of the football gods, so punch Dan Campbell. Also, the NFL has now sent a memo out to everybody in the league saying, hey, tell your offensive linemen to do a better job of reporting. Make it absolutely clear who's reporting is eligible. Because the Lions, again, got real cute the other night and tried to fool the Cowboys and send 2 or 3 dudes toward the referee so the Cowboys wouldn't know which guy reported as eligible. When the referees announced to the whole damn stadium, number 70 has reported as eligible, they said it on the PA, but just in case he was trying to catch Dallas off guard, maybe you can't hear because of everything going on inside your helmet, you don't know. But while trying to get cute and fool the Cowboys, they screwed it up. And the NFL has come out and in absolute vehement support of that refereeing crew. You know how they did it? They're assigning that same crew to the Mickey game this weekend. Not only do we not give a shit about the Lions and their complaints about the confusion at the end of that, we're going to send that same crew out to do the national television game this week. Big old middle finger. The NFL doesn't give a shit. But that's on the Lions for getting too cute. The referee crew for the Lions, for the game, did not mess up. And I reluctantly back the NFL on this. Although I will punch the people that decide when and who gets drug tests. So punch the NFL administrators that administrate drug tests. CeeDee Lamb has the game of his life the other night, breaks the all-time single-season record in Cowboys history for catches or yards, and dominates the Lions. CeeDee won the game for the Cowboys. Not Dak, not Micah Parsons. CeeDee did. And when CeeDee got back to his locker room at Jerry World when the game was over, in his locker was a drug test. Those assholes. And the NFL claims these things are random, but that is certainly one of those things that make you go, He has the game of his life. He gets back to his room, and there's the little pee test. Go pee in a cup. They tested him immediately. Okay. It's like, do I believe that was a scheduled drug test? Now, the players don't know they're random. Did the NFL randomly decide we're going to test CeeDee this week? It's sure funny that it comes after the best game of his career. I thought that was pretty funny. So there's that. A lot of y'all in here with punches today. Drew Show, mark my words, Cowboys are going to fall ass backwards into the Super Bowl against either Buffalo or Baltimore because of the dysfunction of the league this year. I mean, I would not be shocked if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. They're capable. They've been capable. But that's up to the coaches having the right game plan during the week. And that's also up to Dak Prescott not turning the ball over.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Their defense played the defense deserved to win the playoff game in San Francisco in January. What was the score? I forget, like 19-14, 19-13 or something like this. You go into the stick, I still call it the Candlestick Park. Thing got torn down 30 years ago. You go into the stick. You go into San Francisco, and you hold them sumbitches under 20, you should win the game. They have the personnel that can go on a Super Bowl run. And I agree with Drew on this. This year, they really do. You know, Purdy's a little banged up. San Francisco obviously is the favorite in the NFC. But Philly's in a bad way. Do you really want to play the Rams right now? The Rams are rolling. I'm telling this damn NFL, it would not shock me if the Rams go to the Super Bowl. I'm serious, man. Y'all can laugh if you want. It would not stun me in the least. Tampa Bay could go on a run. I mean, it's insane. It's just the league this year it's ass backwards. Mostly because of all of the injuries. We already have a ton of parity in the league anyway, and so many people get hurt. But when you throw in all of the quarterbacks that have gotten busted up this year, it makes the playoffs a crapshoot, man. David, do you think Dan made the decision to go for 2 no matter what due to the fact that they already had the division wrapped up? They had an outside chance to get the number 1 seed. Sure. I mean, I can't prove it, but I think Glenn Rose Redneck showed up. That pride kicked in. Campbell's bid all year has been, we're going to be a go-for-it team. We're the Lions. I think that had to do with we're the Lions. We haven't done squat. We haven't won shit in 60 years. It's a miracle that we're good now. I've got Jared Goff, who's only so good. To hell with it. We're going to go for it. I'm sure. All of that had to do with it. Some of it had to do with their standings in the league. Sure. I think at the end of the day, though, Dan Campbell wants to stay consistent with his message to his team that we have giant cojones and we're going to play accordingly. Whether you're the kicker or the quarterback or the 400-pound lineman. Fat! Doesn't matter. We're going out there to win, but I thought he got too cute. Whatever the reasons, it was the wrong decision. I would have disagreed with the decision had they still won the game on the 3rd try. At that point, the football gods are telling you you're not mailing it in. You're simply kicking the extra point and going to overtime. That's all you're doing. You're not quitting on the game. You're still going for it. Anyhow. All right, what else today? What else today? Punch me for making a stupid-ass mistake the other night during Cowboys Overreact, also presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. I must have been stoned, or I was crossfading. I had been smoking and drinking. Don't the kids call that being crossfaded, LG? So I'm going to blame the substances.
That's a new one for me. I haven't heard
I'm going to
that
blame I'm blaming the substances here. I'm not going to go. You know what? I'm going to practice what I preach. Like Mark White, I made a mistake the other night on Overreact, and I spent a good 5 minutes on Tyron Smith's injury. Except for Tyron Smith did not get hurt. Tyler Smith got hurt. I confused Tyler and Tyron the other night. And okay, maybe you're thinking it's easy to confuse Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith, except for I was watching the game on television when Tyler was clearly the kid on the ground holding his heel. It was clearly Tyler that went into the little blue bag. It was clearly the left guard position that had to get a backup. And I fucked that up in the Overreact the other night. And I went on a rant about how they've got to get rid of Tyron Smith as soon as they possibly can. They might not be able to this year, but Tyron Smith's old, and he's always hurt, and now here he is hurt again at the last part of the season. They've got to figure out what to do. They need to take Tyler and move him out to left tackle and draft a left guard. That's what they should do. And the whole time, it wasn't even Tyron that got hurt. So punch me for, in my dumbass, drunken, cross-faded stupor, confusing Tyler, the Fort Worth second-year player, with the legendary left tackle Tyron Smith. That was awful, and I need to do better on the show. The good news on Tyler, not Tyron Smith's injury, he may be able to play Sunday in D.C. He suffered a complete tear of the plantar fascia. I wish we had Doc Garrett still on, but he don't pay me. He don't pay anymore. I still love him hard though. I should text him because he'd be able to explain this better. He'd be able to explain to you why it's not that bad. So everything I have read, and of course I'm not going to get into the medical stuff because I don't know. Everything I have read on plantar fascias this week is that tearing it, just completely just tearing the bastard, is actually better than straining the shit out of it or stretching the shit out of it. Because plantar fasciitis is the acute buildup of constantly inflaming that tendon there in the bottom of your foot. And it flares up out of nowhere and it's debilitating. But if you completely tear the thing, at least he's going to have, obviously it needs to heal. But because it's completely torn in a weird way, it's actually more comfortable playing on a torn plantar fascia than it is playing with plantar fasciitis. That makes sense? And so they think that Tyler, not Tyron, may be able to play in the game in D.C. Sunday. I think they should hold him out and get him ready for the postseason game. The Cowboys probably we're not going to get a bye. We're going to get a home game, shockingly enough, because the Cowboys have ass backwards fallen into the division championship because the Eagles have stuck their head in the sand. You bet your ass. We're going to win the division. Okay, maybe sit Tyler this week, but if he's good to go, screw it. You can't tear it more if it's torn all the way. These are things I need to get Doc here. I'm going to make myself a note. Text Doc about Tyler, not Tyron Smith. Cool, there's that. All right, very good, very good, very good. All right, what else today? They need Jonathan Hankins back too, boy. The nose tackle, the under-heralded Jonathan Hankins, who has been a tremendous addition to that defensive front, has missed the last couple of games with an injury. They say that he is close to returning. Hankins may be a player in D.C. Sunday. Now, he's different because he's missed a couple of games. I'd like to get Hankins out there Sunday to get back in a football shape so we can get ready for the playoff game. Tyler's been playing, so I think Tyler's not going to be affected by the day off Sunday. Jonathan Hankins, though, hadn't played in a couple of weeks, maybe a little rusty. Get him out there, let him 10, 15 plays, something like that. They need him. Boy, I don't come on here and act like I'm some draft guru. Although I did defended the selection of the rookie nose tackle Mazi Smith, the kid from Michigan, who TCU ran all over in the semifinal playoff game last year. Bet your ass. I defended the Cowboys when they drafted Mazi Smith. A lot of y'all criticized that and said that they reached and took him too high. Boy, those of you that thought they reached and took him too high, y'all look right a season in. Mazi's terrible. I go back to what I said the day they drafted him. And I feel like, geez, I needed a diaper on my mouth that day because that was a lot of bullshit coming out of my mouth. Because I gave the Cowboys draft gurus the benefit of the doubt. The Cowboys are one of the best drafting teams in the NFL. They just are. And so, no, it was a nose tackle. A run-stuffing nose tackle in the first round is not sexy. But I defended it because, well, it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys are good at drafting teams. They're good at drafting players. And I gave them the benefit of the doubt when they took Mazi Smith. And a full season later, that kid still ain't any better. The Cowboys have been gutted by the run the last couple of weeks with that kid in there. And it's not just his fault. But, boy, they missed Jonathan Hankins bad. Very bad. All right, what else today? We dropped our doing things, didn't we, yesterday to the public, or is it just members only yet?
It's out.
All right, we're going to play it today. Remember? You still doing that?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So, we got periodically throughout the year, we have another show on our channel called Doing Things, and basically it's a Taylor field trip. We go out, we visit somebody in the community, somebody cool that we like, and do a deal with them. When's the last time we did Doing Things before James? Trailer?
No, that's a sit down. It was.
That was the sit down.
It was the Bull Shack.
You're right. Yeah, we do so many things. I got it mixed up.
Well, we've done others, but they never made it to the edit room because certain people are in the videos. So I gave up on them. We got some zoo bits.
Certain people are in them?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like Puma?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't sign over it. We didn't sign over any rights. We own his ass. We can play him all we want. I thought you meant like some ex-chick of yours was in the background or something.
No.
Oh, it's just Puma. He won't care. Anyway, no, we got another edition of Doing Things. God, has it been the Bull Shack the last time we did a Doing Things?
Like I said, the last time we released footage.
Yeah, right. Well, sometimes you do something and it's not great. We're not going to just release shit, we're going to release the gold. And I think this one's pretty funny. So a few weeks ago, I was invited to go hang out, and I thought we were just going to get a couple of lessons. It turned into a full-blown effing workout. I was there to do a bit. I thought we'd be out of there in 10 minutes. The two-time world champion boxing great James Leha, Jesse James, invited us to the gym, his gym, Leha Boxing and Fitness. And again, I thought we were just going to talk boxing, chop it up, show me a couple of moves, ha. I showed up there doing a bit, and he decided to whip my ass, not by beating me up, although he did hit me. He decided to put me through one of his damn training regimens. This is me and the great James Leha as he damn near made me barf on Mike Taylor Live. One of the two people you're looking at is a two-time former world champion. I'll let you guess which one it is. We're at Leha Boxing and Fitness Gym today. We're going to go through a workout and see what it's like to actually be a boxer for real.
Touch, out, touch, out.
Oh, wow.
Every box. Good. That's all I have. It's good. Nice. Good. Hands and feet always working together. Your water.
The world champion just gave me water. I don't want to do this anymore. There's a reason why boxers all have 8-packs. I did not have one of those. This is not an 8-pack. It's not even a 2-pack.
Man, you got small hands. How do you eat with those hands?
I'm fed by my girlfriend.
There you go. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We call these eye level drills. Just eye level and
Okay, cool.
All right?
All right, I just hit Jesse James Leha in the face.
1, 2, 3, straight. Yep. Pop, pop. Hands up. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your hips. Boom. Yep, hips. Turn. 1, 2. Nice.
I'm buying myself time, James. You see what I'm doing?
1, 2, 3. That's nice, Mike. Right hand. Boom. Right hand. Boom. 1, 2. And right. Good job. Hands up.
Oh, shit.
On the corner. Look. He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes. Good job. This is the most important back because it really teaches hand-eye coordination, movement, punches, right? And then move legs. Left, right. Good. Stop. Good. Punch. Yep. Nice. There you go, Mike. It's on the hips, baby. It's on the hips.
Yeah,
Go. Turn.
That's what my girlfriend says.
Good. Yep. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. Good job. Yeah, let's go both back in together again.
Shit.
Beautiful. Yeah. Shit. Relax. It's all rhythm. All this is rhythm. 6 minutes.
Jeez.
Good job.
Dude.
You got abs coming up. 1, 2, 3. Touch your knees, touch your ankles, back and forth. 2, yep. 3, reach back. 4, 5, reach up. Here's another one. Legs straight up.
Like that?
Touch your knees. Stiff, yep. Oh, you gotta use your body too.
Oh, God. Oh,
1, just like that. Keep your arms straight though. Stiff. 3, 4. Time.
All right, that's it from Leha Boxing and Fitness. I cannot box and I am not fit, but I'm motivated now to get fit, and I know what it feels like now.
Yeah.
I know what they say now when they say push yourself to the brink of exhaustion.
And that's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I did
You
today.
build yourself up. You did great today.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
amazed. I'm
Good
surprised
Lord.
too.
Yeah. I feel ridiculous, but I actually feel pretty good. When's the soreness going to kick in?
In 2 days.
2 days. All right. I might not work Wednesday. All right, man. Look, they're open 6 days a week. Is Leha Boxing and Fitness. The champ does personal workouts. I saw him doing it today. He'll kick your ass for good.
Okay, I can do a crunch, man. He saved those for the end. The crunches were the last thing we did after an hour straight.
Yeah, that was rough. And
Fucking
that's
brutal.
not even all the workouts. I cut out a lot of, like when you had to run around the gym, that's not in there.
Yeah, the first thing he had me do was, like, it's a 2-story thing. He had me run around the gym, like run up the stairs, run it down the other side of the gym, back down the other stairs and back, like 3 times. I thought we were going to be there for 20 minutes. We were going to sit there and shoot the shit, interview him, see, just talk it up, show a couple of moves, do a bit.
Nah, dude gave you the full 1 hour workout.
And the crunches at the end, I could barely move, man. And I'm a prideful guy, and so I don't want and I'm in a testosterone filled box like that Jimmy's got over there. I did not want to show that I was struggling. That was all I could do, man. That was bad, and I'm at one point. I mean, it was bad. He worked my ass, man. That was unfortunate. Yeah, so damn, that was just not expected. All I could
Were
do
you
not to
sore
breathe.
2 days later?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Sitting down to take a shit. I've heard that trying to take a dump with a broken rib is one of the most painful things you can do. But after that workout, and see, that's the thing. He pushed me to the brink of collapse. And that's what you're supposed to do. When we had Mayor Nuremberg on, remember we were talking about working out with him. That's what he said. The only way to see results when you go to a workout. Now, no exercise is bad. But if you really want to get results, the only way to do that is every time you work out to push yourself to the brink of collapse. And that's what James was like. Yeah, so here, take some workout advice and start working out to the point where you're about to fall over. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing. You think I've done that once since this? No, this was a month ago. I work out, but not to the point like that. But look at him. He's in his 50s. You see the fucking cut he is still?
Yeah.
And he hit me in the kidneys too, softly, thank God.
He's like the calmest dude ever too. Like
He's
you were
such a
trying
sweet
to
guy.
get a rise out of him. Like, have you ever gotten a fight? It's like, not since high school.
Look how I was dressed. I wasn't going to there was no way that I was going to get a rise out of him with anything we talked
I
about.
thought he was going to punch you in the face when he saw your outfit.
For disgracing his gym like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. I was just
He
there to
rolled
do a
with the
bit.
bit, though.
Again, I was there to do a bit.
Maybe it was
God.
going to be a bit, like a 20-second, but then he saw you and was like, oh, I'm going to run this guy through the ringer.
Fuck this dude. Who's this asshole? I mean, God dang, man, that was tough. And look, I love boxing. I've watched boxing since I was a little kid, and I have a whole new respect for the boxer, because first of all, just getting yourself in that kind of condition to hold up in a boxing match is over the top. You have to work out like that, like you just saw. That's every fucking day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Oh, and then, by the way, once you get in insane shape, now we actually learn how to box. Because just in some of the moves I was doing in the ring with James, because I'm not in shape, I didn't have time to think about the technique of boxing because I was about to shit my pants. I was about to puke. And so you don't even have time to worry about, let me keep my jab up. And he's like trying to teach me how to duck punch. Duck punches, I'm about to fall over. So my respect level for the professional boxer is at an all-time high. Was that Taylor or Butterbean? Yeah, dude.
Fat
I clearly did. I needed to take a dump. See on my stomach how full it was?
Yeah.
I should have taken I should have went before the workout. You could see all the caca
Needed
there.
to clear out. Yeah. Get yourself some fight milk.
Mike, have you gone back since? Hell no. I would like to. I feel like I should join the gym, man. I've got a little gym where we live, but
Well, imagine
not
if you
like
did that like, once a week.
That, yeah, once a week would even make a difference. Good Lord. He stopped short of saying you had hands like a girl. Brutal. I know, dude. I got little hands.
That's the second time someone on our doing things has mentioned the size of your hands, by the way.
I have little hands.
When we did
I'm
doing
all,
things
I'm
at
all cock, no hand.
when we were at Mark's outing, Mark himself mentioned something.
When I was making burgers?
Yeah. He did. So take your little hand and grab the bun or
Take
something
your
like
little
that.
hand and grab the bun. That's exactly what. Thank you, Mark. Mark embarrassed me that day too. He whipped your ass, Mike. Mad props for doing it though. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We have one supporter in here. Taylor looks like an extra from Semi Pro. Thank you, or an extra from Dodgeball. Punch Taylor for wearing shorts that said Diva. So I had to borrow clothes from Lawrence, and that's what he gave me. Those are our bit payoff.
Those are my
shorts. Yeah. Those are
well, we bought
legendary.
those in Austin at the thrift store.
All right.
When I had to walk the street.
We have a. That's right. One of the bit payoffs was Lawrence had to prostitute it up and down South Congress one day, and we picked the wrong town because nobody even honked at him because it was Austin and people are used to seeing weird ass people on the streets.
Yeah, I had
There
to
they
wear
are,
these
bitches.
walking up and down Congress.
I bet you haven't washed them either, have you?
You said you washed them.
I know. I'm kidding. I did wash
It's
them.
not like I'm going to wear them again until the next bit.
All right, Holmes. Look. We're gonna have a members only show here at 11:15. But before I sign off on this free show, I got something for LG. So to show my appreciation to LG, basically ruining his second half of his life by experimenting in this endeavor with me. You mentioned something the other day. I know you're not a big drinker anymore, so this could be just for every once in a while. You mentioned that you like coconut flavored whiskey. Well, I happen to find some for you. I bought this for you at Texas Cheer Liquor. This is Texas whiskey. This is
I
Texas
appreciate
Ranger
that. Yeah.
coconut pecan whiskey.
Nice.
Look there. I bought this for you, son.
There's more to that, too.
What is there?
That is made at the Rebecca Creek Distillery in San Antonio.
Correct?
And that is the company that failed to pay an invoice for our sponsorship last year.
This is correct. They
Yes.
still owe us money.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, because we never
Well, we never did it.
Yeah, we never proceeded with the sponsorship because they never paid the invoice.
Well, that doesn't mean the whiskey's not
No, that
good.
whiskey is very good.
It's very
Yes,
good.
that's
Texas
actually-
Ranger is a great
yeah,
whiskey.
It's good.
It's San Antonio's own. I couldn't find just coconut
Well,
coconut
thank you.
pecan.
Thank you. That's actually I like that one. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good whiskey. Yeah, let's not hold that one weird dude that dealt with us. Let's not hold the whole company against him. Well, let's not hold him against the whole company. But
No, he gave me a case of whiskey.
I know.
And I've been handing it out as Christmas gifts for the last 2 years.
we had a deal with Texas Ranger Whiskey. They were going to be the official whiskey of Thunderdome for a little while. And the guy gave us a bunch of swag and gave us a bunch of booze.
I've got a couple shirts still. You need a shirt?
Well, no, because but then I don't know if he got deported or quit. We never heard from him.
He completely
Totally.
ghosted on the text, the emails, the invoice, everything.
He may have been decapitated by the cartel. I don't know. So I don't want to blast him too much because we really don't know what happened to him.
Hey, the whiskey's good though.
But the whiskey's great.
Yeah.
I support Texas Ranger. And I will always. So
That goes to like what
good.
you were saying yesterday, your ass whip about brands and boycotting them. And
Yeah.
even
that's
though the
stupid.
dude ghosted us, I still like the product.
I'm not gonna not drink it, and we had coconut at the liquor store. That's why I got it. That's mostly why I got it. But yeah, I wanted to get you something local too. So here you go, home. This is yours.
Oh, look at you
All right,
listening to details
Well,
and
I
remembering.
appreciate you, man.
Oh.
Look, I appreciate our little endeavor here. If we don't get our ass in order soon, we're both going to have to shake hands and go get real jobs.
Yeah, I better get my resume in order.
No shit, I don't even have one. I haven't needed one in 20 years. I wouldn't even know how to build one anymore in 2024. Let's tell you what, let's make this show blow up more. Let's keep this thing going. We won't have to go get real jobs. All right, that's it. We're done. Thank y'all very much. Here in 20 minutes, We're going to be back with the members only. And by the way, we have Christmas kettle payoffs coming up in the members only show today, featuring the fake Wade Phillips. And we have, well, we'll just leave that there. We're going to talk about the Yuck Yuck decision.
Show?
I do, yeah. I never made a promise to when we're going to do them.
Yeah, but the people who paid might not be able to see it.
The person who bought this one
is he a member?
Is a member.
Okay, as long as they're a member.
Yeah, we're good.
Right.
Yeah, we're good, Holmes. We're good to go. All right, that's it. So, fake Yuck Yuck. Some more thoughts on. So I'm not going to call the Spurs anymore. I'm calling them something else until further notice, and we'll get into that in detail coming up with the members only. If y'all are not a member, you want to watch our next show at 11:15. Become a member right now. It's only $6. Love you hard. See you in 20 minutes, members. For you non-members, we'll see you in here mañana. Mañana.
Come back, you puppy!
Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
Open toast for you, baby. Nothing but Texas barbecue.
This is a Bronx-bound 6 local train. The next stop is Spring Street.